wunderschönen guten Abend wünsche ich. Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Ja, ist alles nicht so, wie es funktionieren sollte momentan gerade. Das Spiel ist ein bisschen verstellt, die Webcam ist auch irgendwie komisch, weil ich bin total überleuchtet irgendwie. Die ist urgrieselig. Weiß aber nicht warum. Ich habe nichts verändert. So, das ist total katastrophal, wenn ich mir das Bild in der Webcam so anschaue. Und das Spiel habe ich auch noch nicht ganz so, wie ich es haben will. So, schauen wir nochmal. So. Sicher gleich wieder verstellt. Das ist wieder viel zu kurz. Himmel, Herrgott. Ah. Stapper. Noch einmal. Ich bin viel zu hell. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was ich. Das ist mal ein weiter weg, vielleicht kann ich besser, aber. Das ist jetzt. Aha. Oh, Mann, das Spiel ist oben und unten Balken. Ich weiß, ich verstehe es nicht. Ist halt nur klein, das ist das Problem. Das ist wieder perfekt, aber so ist halt bei mir im Fenstermodus. So soll es eigentlich sein. So schaut es eigentlich super aus. Also ist halt bei mir im Fenstermodus. Ah, ehrlich. Schau mal so. Das ist oben und der Balken. Hm. Aber vielleicht deswegen. Das ist mir rätselig. Von mir, wenn ich raus hab, geht's auf einmal. Hm. Hm. Bin ich froh, dass ich das gestern auch probiert habe, und das hat gestern alles tadellos funktioniert. Jetzt muss ich das halt anders machen muss. Total realistisch. Schaut's dort aus? Der Wecker klingelt. Bitte warten. Harvester Gameplay Tipps. Holding down the control button plus the arrow keys allow you to attack opponents. Da, bam. Da geht der Konter meine Kämpfe auch. So, Hotspot gab es logischerweise noch nicht. Was haben wir da? Clarinet. Obviously some fat high school girl left it here. Mhm. Der Akne-Medizinbehälter. Okay. Die Matratze ist mit seltsamen Flecken gesprenkelt. Oder? Basketball. Ingo Paulus. Okay, untersuchen wir den mal. Ah, da ist Sonnenbrille. Die Zukunft ist wohl nicht so rosig. Dann haben wir da einen Stift. Marks, okay. Und einen Quarter. Sleeper von Händel. Nochmal. Nein. Ist da was drin? Okay. A stunning depiction of the earth made of paper mache. Eine Box voller Zeitungen. Ah, kann ich eine mitnehmen?
Okay.
Wie der geht. Ehrlich. Okay, das Hauptschaltzimmer ist gründlich verschlossen. Kabinett, erstmal auf der Papers. Okay, nach gegen Windeln. Schrift ein Neugeborenes. Da gibt's Cookies, her damit. Der Ofen hat das gebacken.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Oh.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Wen? Weil es lustig ist.
What What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
Ja, dan.
Maybe later, dear. Right now I have housework to do. Though you can watch if you want. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets. I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank or go next door and visit Stephanie or go get an early start on your new job?
Wissen Sie Stephanie?
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Oh! Wir heiraten?
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
Was für die Nachbarn
Can't
denken.
marry someone I don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself. And don't expect me to write you a note.
Fiance? This is insane.
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
Ah ja.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
You're saying that's all there is to marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
Dat aan.
Bless your innocence, but there are certain disgusting truths that go along with marriage. Facts that can't be disguised by sheets which wrap around the contours of flexing go-go's and bouncing legs. You can't know what I'm talking about, and that's best. When the time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
Sehr schön. Ja.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please, let me get back to my cookies.
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away,
And then cooking more?
to replace the ones I throw out.
Dat aan.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
What charity is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
It'll help provide a fund for bums and hobos who wander into harvest and have no family ties.
Kind of a specific target group, isn't it?
You have to pay attention to detail when dealing with such people.
I don't know what you mean.
You will. The whole thing has been organized by the lodge.
Tell me more about this bake sale. Why is it so important?
As I told you, many unfortunates who come to harvest end up needing financial help.
Why is that the town's problem?
It's not a problem, so long as those folks are taken care of. It's the will of the lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process.
Straight back.
I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership?
Weer Werbung. Ja, natürlich.
That's wonderful, Steve. If you got into the lodge, you'd be the talk of Harvest.
Was ist so los in Harvest?
Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy.
Okay. So. glaube, da kriegen wir nicht mehr raus.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy.
Und man kann ich aus dem Health Indicator, gut. Furniture Warehouse, Harvestland. Kann ich da was aus dem... Okay. Den Haufen frisch gebackener Cookies im Müll landen. Das müsste echt dann unser Brüderchen da hängen sein. Coloring Book.
What?
Why?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
Aha.
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother.
Aha.
No duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Aha.
Steve, are you talking to me?
Yeah, only I don't want to be, 'cause I'm trying to watch my cowboy show.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, I need your help. I've lost my memory.
Have not. Cut it out.
I'm telling you the truth.
You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a color television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Oh.
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And
Again.
besides, blood and guts are needed. I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad for a lousy rat.
What dann?
What's wrong with you?
I got a headache and a stomachache.
Then why aren't you in bed?
'Cause I want to watch my cowboy show.
You look all right to me.
I'm not faking. I couldn't go to school because
Oh.
I'm sick. Daddy's sick in bed too. And Mom believes me anyway. So shut up.
Okay, why not just tell me where I am?
'Cause that's a dumb question. And you're not fooling me with that magnesia stuff.
Amnesia, you mean? All right, fine. But will you at least tell me what school you go to?
The same school everyone in Harvest graduates from. One way or another.
I don't understand.
You're not supposed to. Yet.
Ja, keine Ahnung, gar nicht kryptisch da überhaupt nicht. Es ist alles so klar und deutlich.
Your dad is asleep?
He and Mom went at it last night pretty hard. He stayed in bed. I saw what she did to him. It was pretty bad.
What did she...
Like you don't know. I saw you and her on the couch last Wednesday night. Guess that's why she's grounded now, huh? Too bad you wouldn't pay me and I had to tell, huh?
What are you talking about? What girl?
What? Is there another one too? Wait till I tell.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
Aha.
All summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my cowboy show.
Und ich gehe jetzt um, dass da
I said I don't want to talk about her anymore.
Okay.
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, because then you wouldn't be my brother.
You're my...
No,
Okay.
Mom.
Gut.
Good. Finally.
So. Da werden wir gleich mal sicherheitshalber speichern. Sicher, sicher. So, dann schauen wir mal nach draußen. Wie sollte mir die Zeitung geben? High voltage power lines bath your home in wholesome old-fashioned electromagnetic field. You feel the humming in your dreams. Okay.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
Nein,
guess
nicht
not.
wirklich.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning? Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
Nein, habe ich jetzt so nicht da, sorry.
Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it. See you later, alligator.
Okay. Habe ich den? Bam! Vielleicht kann ich wieder keiner aufs Maul hauen. Wie komme ich hier hin mit dem Inventar? Mit I.
Hey, Steve. You've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it? See you later.
Okay. Ist was in der Mailbox? Hummergäppel, schönen guten Abend, grüß dich. Schönen guten Abend. Oder was ist denn das für ein Zeug? Ein Army Surplus Air Conditioner, na dann. Schauen wir was da. Post Office, Barbershop. Raketenbasis, The Lodge. Abandoned House, Potsdam Residence. Johnson Residence. Shady Oaks Mortuary Cemetery. Fire Station, Newspaper Building. Ich weiß sowieso, dass wir daher müssen. What's left of a newspaper building after an extreme fire? Ich hoffe, der Ton ist dann so okay. Ich kann das mich überhaupt nicht einschätzen, für mich passt. Und solltest du dich wundern, warum die Webcam so komisch ausschaut, das kann ich dir nicht beantworten. Ich weiß es nämlich nicht. Das war eigentlich von jetzt auf gleich, dass ich so ein komisches Bild hatte. Ich bekomme es sicher auf normal hin. Nur so zur Info. Ah. Eine Schaufel steckt da raus. Kann ich die mitnehmen? Jawohl. Haben wir da gleich mal. Buried in the ash debris, you spot a few hidden remnants. Bake. It's a flyer for the Harvest Bake Sale. Recht leise, tatsächlich. Ah ja, da haben wir einen Postal Workers Button. It looks like it was ripped from the cloth. Was? Dann gehen wir mal ins Post Office, würde ich mal sagen. Gene Memorial School. Haben wir den Knopf gefunden? Was haben wir da? Parking Peanuts. Wer bist denn du? Examine Woman. Guten Tag. A blind woman is trying to read her mail. Na, das wird natürlich viel Sinn machen, wenn die blinde Frau versucht, den Brief zu lesen. These mailboxes seem hardly used. Okay, den werden wir kaum verwendet. 3 clocks, 3 times. Bake sale, bake sale.
Yes,
I need some help. Mr.
Postmaster Boyle. What can I do for you today?
Noch immer leise oder geht das Reden so halbwegs? Ich hätte gern eine Lodge Application.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications
Oh.
right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork.
Okay.
Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say.
Ist okay, ich kann auch lauter auch machen, wenn es
I
ist.
don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Okay. Gut.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Zip Code. So, na, meine Musik oder Musik hat. Ah, scheiße, ich hätte speichern. Gut, ich kann ihn auch speichern, ist egal. Wenn ich mich raus habe, dann komme ich nämlich nicht bei Vollbild zurück. Also ich quatsche ihn noch einmal an.
Sorry, son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds.
Besser? Oh, ich habe da einen Button.
What's that you say? Oh, yes, my button. It's been missing for months now. I keep meaning to get another, but, well, the button's very distinctive. I'd have to file an S-411 with Washington to get another, and I just don't need the extra paperwork. Sure wish I could find it.
Okay.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Zip Code. So, ich muss mir kurz Speicher das Spiel starten, weil sonst komme ich wieder nämlich nicht in die Vollbild zurück. Einmal. Bisschen mühsam. Ba, 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 ba. Ach. So. Load Game. Button. So.
My button. Why, I lost that months ago. Where did you find it?
Funny thing, that. I found it in the ashes. At the newspaper building.
What are you implying? That I had something to do with setting the fire? Preposterous. Why, 100 people must have visited that site since the fire.
Natürlich.
And what if I did? I guess I'd be pretty grateful to anyone who could help get me off the hook.
How?
You seem like a capable lad. Hypothetically, let's say there was a gas can sitting in the evidence room at the sheriff's office. A gas can which might have some incriminating prints on it. Someone might be very grateful for the return of that gas can. Say, grateful enough to provide whoever returned it with a lodge application. Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself. If you're smart.
Okay, na klar, das ist sowieso. Kaum Viertelstunde gespielt, wir haben 11 schon den ersten Brandstifter dabei, sein Verbrechen zu vertuschen. Das gibt gleich einmal ein gutes Bild, in welche Richtung sich das Spiel noch entwickeln wird. Gut, also wir müssen in Sheriff's Office, aber ich würde gerne mal mit der Nachbarin quatschen, mit unserer zukünftigen Verlobten, die wir nicht kennen. So, Crush Paper, komm mal bitte mal rein. Wie der geht, Alter. So. Warte mal, mein Haus. Wie ich sage, die Potsdam Residence müsste echt das von der Stephanie dann sein, würde ich jetzt einmal vermuten. It's too high to look into. Auch einen Paintjob. Aber da können wir reinspielen. Alter. Infernal urn is in the cabin sole occupant. Okay. Bestattungsurne, na dann. Einen Aschbecher. Alter. Was reibt sich der da? The man of the house cruising his meat, what the fuck?
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh?
Potsdam, sehr schön. Ich habe eine Erinnerung von.
What a card.
Would I kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder,
Kiss Steve.
Your mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
Ich habe keine Ahnung. Kann ich? Nein, so geht natürlich noch nicht.
This is sick. I'm supposed to marry this Stephanie and I don't even know who she is.
Now look, Steve, a joke is all well and good, but don't go scaring me like that.
Oh.
I'm not joking.
Now look, a commitment is a commitment. You're going to marry my daughter. We'll be one happy family, and your dad's going to give me all the meat I want, right? Right?
Das ist so.
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat. Won't you?
Ich glaube, der frisst gerne Fleisch, kann das sein?
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor, since I'm not a member of the lodge. Mr. Moynihan has given his okay, and your father is going to cater the affair, with plenty of meat.
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood. Mrs. Potsdam grounded Stephanie, so you'd better go ask her permission before you go upstairs. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is
Okay.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold...
Okay.
Moynihan is the undertaker. He also runs the Wayward Hotel. Since he's providing the space for the wedding, you might stop by and say hello to him, just to be sociable. But whatever you do, be sure to say hi to your father for me. Will you do that? Tell him hi, and remind him of the meat.
Ich glaube, der mag sein Fleisch wirklich sehr gern.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Okay. Das können wir mal schauen. Was können wir da eingeben? Können wir mal Kill.
Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
Hank.
Stop.
Okay. Schauen wir mal in die Küche. Wir haben auch schon ein paar Risse in der Decke, aber wie bei uns im Haus. Counter! The entire kitchen has minty fresh looking scent. Wird alles nach Minze riechen.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
You look just like my mom except for the hair.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
You're both standing around baking cookies. Same cut of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potston Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
Bill!
Just because I'm doing housework doesn't mean I have to be a drudge. The wife's duty to look good for her husband at all times. What's wrong with wearing pearls, for heaven's sake?
Nothing, but you look like June Cleaver. Some kind of sitcom mom.
Sitcom?
She's, you know, a situation comedy. The weird part is, I can't remember how I know that.
I'm much too busy with housework to watch TV. Maybe Mr. Potsdam would know about sitcoms. Stephanie doesn't watch TV, though. She's grounded.
Ich glaube, ich die Soundeffekte ein bisschen niedriger einstellen kann. Das ist schon recht laut.
You mustn't be too hard on
Glaub ich,
Mr.
oder?
Potsdam, Steve. He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission forms he fills out, they keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he joins the lodge, you and Stephanie can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love, rather than over at Moynihan's place.
Der ist noch immer leiser als ich, okay? Sehr interessant. Wir sind mich irrsinnig laut, Mama. Wir werden dann gleich nochmal schauen.
Mr. Moynihan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks Funeral Parlor. It's rumored he has connections with the lodge, but the order keeps that kind of thing secret. So Mr. Potsdam has tried to get him to put in a
Test?
word for his lodge application, but so far...
Ich kann es natürlich noch lauter machen, den Spieleton.
You mustn't be too hard.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it's set for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynihan's funeral parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but there's nowhere else to hold it, thanks to Mr. Potsdam.
Probieren wir das da auf, wenn wir es einfach können.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Ah, schade.
Give my regards to your parents.
Mach ich. Optionen. Also mal so. Gut, dann muss ich wieder speichern. Na, wie sie sich, ich kann es auch lauter machen, ist egal. Aber ich versuche während der Gespräche nicht allzu viel zu reden.
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Potsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
Muss ich noch.
Hello, dear.
Ja, bitte.
She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding. Give my regards to your parents.
Okay. Ja. Wo geht's dahin? Picture. She's pretty, was immer das heißt. Ah, ein Spechtler. Pfui Teufel. Kannst du dir vorstellen, wie der spechtelt? Okay, nochmal. Medizinkabinett. Eigentlich so, man sieht auch irgendwie den Chat gerade nicht. Nochmal. Dokumente. Plant services Potsdam has been taking this plastic friend joke too far. Ah ja. Closet. Diese Bücher sind offensichtlich ja fake, okay. Schuhe. Babyschuhe, okay. Einige Bücher über rotes Fleisch und den Beitrag zur Gesellschaft. Hallo.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Aha. Those people.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right.
Mhm. Ja, mir geht's irgendwie genauso.
Do you have any idea where you do belong?
No, but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
Ja, ich
I'm
verstehe
glad I'm not
vollkommen.
the only one who sees it that way. I thought I was going crazy.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Mhm.
It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house. Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the paper. He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Potsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets, and the boy gets furious. He gives me the creeps.
Anything else you can tell me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Potsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. But especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late.
Escape.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Mhm.
You haven't been locked in your room for a week.
Das weiß ich ja nicht, wie lange ich im Raum eingesperrt
Everything in
bin.
Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge. This Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
Aha.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Maybe my amnesia isn't total after all. You're familiar to me. Like we've met before. In another life.
Maybe we really do live here. Maybe we were together, and the same thing happened to both of us. An accident. Something.
Neither of us has bumps on our heads, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you been able to remember anything else? I mean, anything at all?
Well, I have had these recurring dreams. Just fragments, really. Strange, abstract images. Liquid, chrome.
Probably just a dream.
Well, have you thought about how to escape Harvest?
Mhm. Aber das Hole in wall.
You're not making sense.
Na gut, dann halt nicht.
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
Kann man nicht sagen, so ein Loch in der Wand ist okay. Gut, da haben wir diesen eher ereignislosen Besuch auch hinter uns. Dann, warte mal. Ich glaube, dann konnte man irgendwas in der ich glaube, da konnte man irgendwas kaufen. Wo bist denn du? Enter the handyman. He's too busy working to notice you. Tape and broken glass, obviously a break-in. A phallic symbol thrusting boldly upwards from the concrete, ever ready to spew forth. Harvest bake sale. Air conditioned. Na dann, wenn es wirklich immer gibt, dann gehen wir rein. Also die old TV missing the VHF-Knopf. Das leere Fass stinkt nach verrottendem Fleisch.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you
Gein.
about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Stand einfach von jedem
Well,
da.
they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
Ja, bitte, gerne.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Aha. Einige seltsame Objekte. Katzenfutter. Eine Kuh. Okay. Gänsersuppe oder möglicherweise Rattengift. Okay. Ein Erwachsenenmagazin für 25 Cent. Das kaufen wir uns. Mit Jeanhaut. Wie Cosmetic so. Na dann Quota. Okay, dann ist ein Erwachsenenmagazin.
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
Na dann. Haben wir ein Porno-Magazine, na dann. Kannst du das gleich anschauen? Okay, na geht's sonst nicht. Na gut, dann müssen wir jetzt, glaube ich, auf die Polizeiwache, wie es ausschaut. Dann müssen wir den Gaskanister organisieren mit was da ist. Warte mal, die war da unten, glaube ich, oder? Wie sehe ich schon? Wer bist denn du? Traffic Cop. The cop ignores you too busy writing a bug report. Schön. Geschüsse in der Nähe. Stars and Stripes Forever. HPD. Harvest Police Department. Eine Karte von Harvest. Okay, da steigt heißer Dampf auf. Gelöste Fälle. Ungelöste Fälle, komplett voll. Verschlossen, verschlossen und da ist der Deputy Loomis.
Can I help you, kiddo?
Are you the sheriff?
Nope, I'm Deputy Loomis. Don't you remember?
Offensichtlich
No,
nicht.
I don't.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
Look, is the sheriff in?
Nopers? Sheriff Dwayne's not here right now, kiddo. Anything I can help you with?
Der Kaffee riecht gut.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn
Diese
out like
Sprecher.
Mrs. Loomis. For mercy forbid, Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Na dann.
Oh gosh darn, she's purty. Kinda like a gal I seen on some of them French postcards they used to make. Used to be, I'd take them things, go back into jail if nobody was there and kind of look them over one-handed.
Pfui Teufel.
Fold some towels. That was for Mrs. Loomis.
Aha.
Oh, gosh, I wish I had some of them girly pictures, but Mrs. Loomis won't let me keep 'em in the house. I still remember the time she caught me holding some of them pictures up with one hand. She took the broom to me.
Ja, da magst du bitte zu Hause?
Howled like a hound dog, the broom going up and down, flashing straw and blood and straw, and I was crying so bad, and it was so hard I had to crawl under the porch naked.
Oh.
With all the black winter spiders, and I got bit something fierce. Little fangs are digging into my bare behind all over. I ask you, is that any way to treat a man? And Mrs. Phelps and the sheriff don't make it no easier neither.
Ja.
Mrs. Phelps down at the general store don't help things none. She's got them special picture books, the one with the ladies. But she won't sell me none on account of she knows my wife, Mrs. Loomis. Dadgum if that don't burn my britches. If and I even ask about 'em, she tells Mrs. Loomis and I get the broom.
Da kriegt er sie da mit
To
dem
break
Besen.
a man's heart, her burning my French postcards and me unable to replace them. A man's got needs, don't you know?
Don't you know? Das ist dann wieder goofy.
Course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards.
Ach,
Course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one.
okay.
Anytime, kiddo.
Gut, das heißt... Bam, aufs Maul. Nein, natürlich nicht. Ja, ein bisschen. Es ist ja alles recht schräge Gestalten da in den Harvest.
Oh, by George. Oh, by Jiminy. Oh,
By
this is
Jiminy.
the real thing. Oh, can I have it?
Ich glaube, der ist gleich gekommen. Natürlich, dann nimm nur bitte.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Excuse me, kiddo. I gotta go check the jail for clean towels.
Ja, da wird gleich einmal fest, was stupiert wahrscheinlich. Okay. Gut, dass er nicht verschlossen ist. Dann haben wir einmal einen geschulten Beweisraum. Das wollen wir mitnehmen und da haben wir eine Notiz, die nehmen wir auch gleich mit. War da auch rein? Kann man das irgendwie untersuchen? Ich weiß gar nicht. Das kann ich ja nicht lesen. Das ist ein bisschen... Ich glaube, da steht Deposit oder irgendwas, aber 4238, das heißt. Note, right click to view. Sheriff, by your, I'm going to keep the... You are... Here are limits, okay. Das kann ich nicht lesen. So, okay. Oder 6 Puppen. Nicht überraschend, dass er das aufgenommen hat. Okay. Ein Feuerhydrant. Das ist alles leer. Okay, das ist nicht viel was. Ein Toaster dann. Was haben wir da? Eine VW-Motor. Sehr schön. Fassibär, der Kettensäge hält. Okay, ein paar Gläser, ein Modellflugzeug, ein wichtiger Hinweis im mysteriösen Jolly Fatman Murder Spree. Eine leere Gaskanne. Einen Gaskanister. Ein paar blutiger Sneaker. Die kann man auch mit, die kann man nämlich dem Hank geben. Nein, nicht Hank. Jimmy. Jimmy hieß der. Okay, ein illegaler Dart. Zigaretten. Eine Marke des Harvest. Einen Zylinder. Er mochte keine grünen Eier und Speck, also haben sie ihn umgebracht. Aha. Okay, da fehlt die Rasierklinge. Okay, Bottle. Ich glaube, das war. Kann ich noch aufmachen? Okay. Die Geruchnamen möchten wir das nicht öffnen.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
Coming around about.
I'm gonna stab you.
Wait, no. No.
Lighting up the mattress again. Folding up the towels. Charming the snake.
Oh, herrlich. Oh, schön. Schön, ich hab's vermisst. Das ist, ja. Ehrlich. Kann ich da? Nein, schade. Ah, ist der Loomis verdroschen. Der hat ihn ein bisschen Girly Magazines angeschaut. So, warte mal. Gut, das heißt, ihr könnt sich auf. Könnt ihr wieder zur Post. Steht da. Wo war unser was? Da. Okay, jetzt war nicht bei da. Aber da war die Post war da drüben, oder? Nein, da nicht. Post Office da was. Dann können wir dem jetzt den Gaskanister geben. Wo ist denn der Gaskanister? Ups.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. After all this time.
Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day. You got me this can just in time, youngster. I may have need of it again.
What do you mean?
There's another reason why Sheriff Dwayne didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
Okay. Also der presst wohl auch den Sheriff. Habe ich jetzt ein Formular? Ah ja. Lodge Application. Das kann ich ja nicht lesen. Weiter. Stift.
That's a ticket.
Okay. Dann würde ich einmal sagen, wir gehen einmal zur Lodge. Oder soll ich erst mal ich schaue mal zur Fernsehstation. Vielleicht gibt es da was, wer von der die abfackelt. Ah, das war die Memorial School. Ja, das ist ein creepy Lehrer, da schau mal. Jean, basteln die da sicher auch im Werkunterricht schönes Menschenhaut, könnte ich mir vorstellen. Geht da nicht. Exit. Da. Da hin. TV Station. Aha. Na Prag. War. Was sind da los? Was? Alles Indianer. Aha. Too busy drinking and smoking, they ignore you. Ah ja. Kamera, Applaus. Ah, da machen diese komische Western schon, die sich der Bruder anschaut. Und jemand bedient die Kameras.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away. And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve? Here
Ja.
you go then.
Ich weiß nicht, was es braucht. Gewalt im Fernsehen.
Violence? What about it?
Ich mag all die Blut und Gewalt in der Sendung.
What red-blooded American doesn't? Nothing like an exploding head to get the blood pumping. Literally, that is.
Even so, do you think society pays a heavy price for the violence in the media?
Of course they pay a heavy price. Just look at the net profits. They'll line up around the block to see a good slaughter. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
Okay, na gut, das habe ich immerhin ein Mr. McKnight. War. Cooler Sender. Red Muffy.
Hey, Sport. This is a private office.
Yeah, I know, Mr.
McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve. Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, Sport.
Da werden noch.
Partners. I run the whole show solo, pal.
Das kann ich natürlich glauben oder auch nicht. Okay, aber ich glaube, da bin ich noch. Ich glaube, wahrscheinlich muss ich einmal das Formular abgeben. Jetzt wahrscheinlich kann ich das bei der Lodge machen, nehme ich einmal an. Ich glaube, da steht der Sergeant of Arms herum. Service. Schaut sehr vertrauenswürdig aus. Alarming green sludge oozes from the drain. Das uraltes und das ist rote Augen leuchten mich bösartig aus der Dunkelheit an.
I see you've managed to acquire an application that demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members. You need a rest. Report back here for your next assignment.
Ausziehen!
What do you people want from me?
More pie, Shaver?
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips the knife with its tail.
Ich hole mir ganz kurz das Trick, ich bin gleich da. So, da bin ich wieder. Dankeschön, wir Geppel. Hast du euch eine Präferenz dann für Freitag? Oder Samstag besser gesagt? Oder Freitag und Samstag besser gesagt? Ah, ist das gut. So. So, gut. Na, wegen der Spieleauswahl, weil ich ja entweder dann Man of Medan oder Blair Witch angeboten habe. Was wir da spielen. Da richte ich lieber gerne nach euch, Blair Witch. Okay. Weil ziemlich sicher das, was am Freitag gibt, wird es am Samstag halt auch geben. Dann kann ich vielleicht eins abschließen am Wochenende, weil morgen gibt es ja Control. Da freue ich mich schon drauf, weil es hat recht gut abgeschnitten, sogar bei den ganzen Tests, besser als erwartet. Ja, Mittwoch weiß ich noch nicht. Sagst du was Neues? Wahrscheinlich nicht, oder?
Hello, dear. How are you today?
Ja.
Don't forget to put the papers out for...
Okay, ja, wissen wir schon. Speichern muss ich dann noch. Nein. Oder habe ich... Hä? Ah, ich habe schon. Okay. Okay, speichern. Alte Spiele, immer viel speichern. Kann ich denn die... Warte mal, kann ich den die blutigen Sneaker auch geben?
Swell! Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. And Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty.
Okay.
Take it from me. You made a good swap.
Na dann. Dass der einfach mal so blutige Sneaker nimmt, aber es ist ja wurscht. Und die Newspaper.
Hey, Steve. You've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that
Auf
and we
Blair
won't
Witch.
have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
Auf Blair Witch freue ich mich auch schon. Bin schon echt gespannt drauf. Und das Coole ist, das brauche ich mir nicht einmal kaufen. Das habe ich im Xbox Game Pass dabei. Abandoned House. Gut, dann holen wir uns mal, gehen wir uns mal bei der Lotion, holen wir uns einen Auftrag von Man at Arms oder Sergeant at
I
Arms.
take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Natürlich.
Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More
Pranks
tests of wit than prowess. But to complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch? That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you are not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Okay. Warte mal kurz da, ob es was Neues gibt.
Did you say hello to your father for me?
Ah, ich habe ihn noch nicht gesehen.
Thank God. I could use some good news right now. I just got the word. The order turned down my latest application. Looks like we'll be having the wedding at Moynihan's after all.
Bye. Ah. Vitamine. Tampons. Okay. Zahnpasta. Aspirin. Na da, nimm mit. Band-Aids. Desinfektionszeug. Ah, wieder keine Ahnung, okay. Dummes Exit. Bin auch schon dumm. Na gut, dann fahren wir über die Tampons. Ich glaube, die creepy. So, warte mal. Ja.
Are you making some kind of point?
Ja, ich zeig dir Tampons.
Steve, I'm so glad you came back. What have you been doing?
I visited the lodge. Talk to the sergeant-at-arms there. He knows that there's something out of whack here. He told me if I wanted to find out what it is, I should join the lodge. I've decided to join the lodge, Stephanie. I think the answer to all our questions is inside.
That place. It's so sinister. You may be playing right into their hands. Did you think of that? Doesn't it seem like you're being herded toward the lodge?
That's one of the things I hope to find out.
I hope finding out doesn't get you killed. Come back and...
Wow, Loop. Aha. Kaufmäßig. Okay, das war für euch. Okay, nicht zum Kugelbacken verwenden. Da gehe ich wieder gerne das giftige Desinfektionsspray zum Kugelbacken rein. Johnson Residence. Ah ja.
Hello, Steve.
Alter,
How's the husband
wie schaut
to
denn
be?
der?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right? You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are?
You always were a kid,
'Cause Steve.
I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
Also, da mit mir reden willst und sonst nichts.
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that'd turn me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good, hard penis.
Alter, diese Dialoge.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else?
Oh.
Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
Ja, na klar.
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that'd turn me away. I'll admit DNA's diner does good business. But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna? Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
Genau, halb so implodert und einfach weiter. Ja, mir geht's deiner Frau.
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big. Believe you me. I'd drive you around. And I wouldn't look in the back seat. I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay. Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
Mhm.
Hell yes, it's real. I wouldn't be so protective of her if she was just a reproduction. I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew.
Okay.
Bye now.
The manhole cover is locked in a place and nasty stench drifts from the sewers below. Okay. Okay, also am Tag kann man wohl nicht dazu greifen, nehme ich an. Die Frage, wie wir nachts in die Garage kommen. Ob der Postmann noch da ist? Warte. Oh, was war denn da? Zurück. A manhole key is stuck in the top of the manhole cover. Okay, warte mal. Stuck. Wo haben wir das Geld da? Das Geräusch. Schön. Das Slime im Manhole Key. Das hört sich irgendwie falsch an. Okay, kann ich jetzt das... Oh. So bis 12 wird es halt übrigens noch gehen. Und zur Info, okay, jetzt ist finster. Oder es lockt. Dafür haben wir die Woche ja eh ein relativ dichtes Streamprogramm dann. Da, warte mal, okay. Mit ihm da mal aufmachen. Okay, dann nach unten. Sealed well. A small section of the wall has been resealed due to water damage. Okay, light. A coat of moisture has formed along the surface of the wheel well. Okay. Great. Cool. Okay, das ist ein bisschen ein Ding. Kann man vielleicht mit der Schaufel. Ah ja. Sehr gut. Leere Dosen, also Öldosen. Eine Ölwanne. Flux and Bolts. Ah, das ist ja für einen Wagen zum unten. Eine Pitchfork.
Well, that didn't work.
Okay, was? Die Hubkarre wäre hilfreich nach der Hochzeit, was? Okay, gibt viel gute Sachen. Das ist nichts Sinnvolles. Was? Sexes Tomboy? Für Teufel. Kaka. Blood Drive, was auch immer der Blood Drive ist. Okay, kann ich nicht mitnehmen. Für den Batterien, das ist ein Philips Schraubenzieher da. Gas. Kann ich nicht mitnehmen. Sicher. Was? Edge on the side of the blowtorch roll ist. Ich denke an dich, Edna. Okay. So, das ist so Montering, Packs. Und dazu können wir das Window. Also weil das ja alles verweigert wird, dass niemand einbricht, alles klar. Was bist du? Gut, kann ich jetzt mit dem? Nein, das natürlich nichts. Dann machen wir es mal im Alpenmodisch mit dem Schraubenzieher.
Did it.
Geht aber schnell raus da. Erhoben. Und gleich dem Wachmann da.
So, you have completed your first task. Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me.
Okay. Mama.
Very well then. Use whatever means necessary, but bring the cloth to me here, and I shall give you your third task.
Dramatisch. Ich glaube, diese Festung, glaube ich, passt die ganze Stadt ein. Gut. Zeitung nehmen. Upp. Dann schauen wir mal zum Feuerwehrmann. Newspaper.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell.
Ja, gehen wir schon. Warte mal, kann ich jetzt eigentlich... Da ist ja Gitter, oder? Wie Philips Kopfschaben. Okay. Ich hoffe, das ist jetzt kein Game Over.
This is your first arrest, Steve. You just remember, we've got a 3 strikes, you're out rule here in Harvest. But you keep your nose clean. You hear?
Okay. What the fuck? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, dear. By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson and he's livid. Seems someone scratched up his priceless tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay. Edna's daughter Karen has disappeared. Karen was playing outside as Edna closed the diner, and that's the last anyone saw of her.
Okay.
I haven't the foggiest idea. All I know is she went missing last night. But Steve, this isn't something you want to be concerned with. Trust me. You should be concentrating on joining the lodge, not some missing girl.
Das ist natürlich das
Isn't a
Wichtige, dass wir
lost
dabei
child
treten.
everyone's concern?
Then let everyone worry about it. This is nothing but a waste of time for you. If you spend your time in Harvest looking for Karen, you'll regret it.
My time in Harvest. You talk like I'm a visitor, Mom.
Don't be silly, dear.
Kann man wegen am Alarm fragen?
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
Oder...
Stop speak. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy.
Ich würde natürlich jetzt aber gern wissen, warte mal. Speichere ich ab? Was passiert, wenn ich 3 Strikes krieg?
This is your second arrest. You just remember, 1 more.
Okay, zwischen der Zelle. Das steht. Ist das jetzt ein Plakat von mir oder was? Ich bin gespannt, was passiert beim 3. Mal. So.
Third arrest, Steve. 3rd strike. You're out.
What the fuck?
Help me! What do you people want from me? Too late for that, boy. Ain't it, Sergeant?
Indeed it is, Sheriff. Answers may only be found in the lodge, and you must be alive to seek them.
Game over. Okay. Cool. Ah ja. Sie mir schon mal das erste Mal geschlagen. Gut, das war natürlich jetzt Absicht. Aber die Frage ist, wie kann ich das ausschalten? Bam, vielleicht können wir ihn ins Maul hauen. Da ist ein Frisbee oben. Imas Besties, okay. Gut, dann gehen wir halt auf die Feuerwehr. Die war da unten, glaube ich, oder? Fire Station, ja. Schauen wir da, kann ich da rein?
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination. Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
Aha.
Sorry.
Okay, kann ich nicht wieder mit der Feuerwehrmann da steht. Alter, what the fuck, was ist das da für eine Feuerwehr? Was zum Teufel? Saliva heißt der Hund, schön. Okay. The Merle. Ein gut ausgeleuchteter nackter Mann. Na dann.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do! Stop it, you're messing me up!
What the fuck?
Stop it, you're messing me up!
Okay.
I don't converse on the job, Steve. I don't.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department. Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art here. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
But dann.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so gauche, Steve. It's beneath you.
Ja, dann.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less.
Newspaper fire.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly. Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
Wasp Woman.
Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsuo Crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house, why, it's a chem log just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire. Bye-bye.
Okay. Musst du mich da wohl irgendwie wegbringen? Schauen wir in die Schule, dann könnten wir die Schlüssel verwenden. Ein Bulletin Board, da kommt Sicht rein. Room Closet. Ah, ist ein Feueralarm, okay. Okay, das ist voller Spritzer. Der Kindergesang im Hintergrund macht die Sache da nicht gerade angenehm. Also da wollen wir diesen Broom Key. Oh! Mrs. Ford and Principal Harold. You bastard.
Huh? What? Screwing in the school broom closet? What will people think?
They'll think nothing, you little bastard. You have no proof of your allegation, and we'll be sure to avoid this broom closet.
Not likely now. Thanks, Steve.
Das haben wir gleich. Nimm die Kamera. Ha!
Huh? What? Screwing in the school broom closet? What will people think?
Are you blackmailing us, you little shit?
Yeah?
Calm down, Mr. Harrell. Stephen would never do that. He's a smiley bear. But we should give him a token of our appreciation for his silence. Here, Stephen, take this baseball bat. You'll find it quite useful.
That a boy. Take the bat, and we'll take the photo.
However will I keep the children in line now?
I have a spare I can bring in tomorrow, unless you prefer a chainsaw this time.
Was?
I'll talk to Mrs. Phelps.
What the fuck? Also ich habe einen Baseballschläger, das. Right Click. Alter. Hihihi. Was ist denn jetzt? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Kommt die Feuerwehr. Gut, das heißt, das ist niemand in der... Das ist eigentlich ein Psycho da mit dem Baseballschläger rum, oder was? Okay, also ich kann die Axt mitnehmen. Gut, nehmen wir natürlich gleich. So. Dann nehmen wir gleich die Leiter mit. Die kann man sich auch brauchen. Okay, rein kann ich jetzt aber nicht. Ah, wo war ich noch nicht? Mietplan war man noch nicht. Alter, was kommt denn da unten? Sind das Hunde oder was? Oder Katzen werden das vielleicht sein. Harvest Meat. Da schaut zwar nichts her. Das speichern wir mal ab, warte mal. Save Game. Ah, wirklich? What the fuck? Ah. Was zum? Was zum? Ja, okay. Einfach mal so totgeschlagen, gut. Warum auch nicht? Es ist halt schon echt krank, der Spieler. Gut, die rüsten wir dann definitiv einmal lieber wieder ab, weil...
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say, though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly? You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher. Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it? What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Steve. You should be thinking about running the family business one day. That and getting into the lodge.
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe
Man.
me?
Well, you always were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer.
Ich bin auf Videotaste angekommen. Shit.
You sure are acting like a kidder, son. With your dad ill, you're gonna need to start behaving like an adult. Especially if you're gonna take over the family business.
Family business.
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher. Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts.
Oder fliegen natürlich.
Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Yeah.
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
Okay. Cutting costs.
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things, if you're creative.
Landstreicher, sage ich dann nur.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve.
Okay. Super. Jetzt muss ich erst wieder speichern. Das ist ein bisschen lästig. Aber gut, das ist halt... Ich sollte mal bei Eltern spielen, so. Sobald ich halt, ich bin halt versehentlich auf die Windows-Taste gekommen und sobald ich halt raus habe, ab dem Zeitpunkt muss ich dann... Okay. Ah, jetzt. Ab dem Zeitpunkt muss ich leider neu starten. Was nicht eigentlich, wenn wir jetzt wirklich einen Tipp holen, was passiert denn dann? Okay. Ja gut, das glaube ich, 6 Millionen Leute versuchen sich da einzuloggen. Das war mal eine Katze. Ah ja. Was wirklich alles Tiere sind, ich weiß nicht so recht. Habe ich jetzt irgendwas Neues im Inventar? Ah ja, Meet Permission. Full. Harvest Meets Incorporated. Okay. Da werden sich wahrscheinlich jetzt ein paar Mal Millionen Leute versuchen anzumelden. Genau, Tippoli, was ist, wenn ich jetzt auf Hilfe gehe? Ich muss doch irgendwie das die Alarmanlage abschalten können. Ja, Haus.
What are you? That's right. I think I got the flu.
Maybe you'd feel better if you stopped watching television and went to bed.
Maybe you'd be quiet with a steak knife in your heart.
What?
Just leave me alone, Steve. Believe me, you got your own problems. You're in trouble. How's it feel to be a jailbird? Yeah, that's what you think. Now.
What are you
Sorry,
yammering about?
Ja, auch wieder wahr,
You
nicht?
better not get caught again, Steve. You played your get-out-of-jail-free card. Next time, you'll be in big trouble. I heard that someone said Karen, little Miss Perfect, gonna get famous. Gonna get a picture on a milk carton.
She's disappeared. That's all we know.
Yeah, well, I heard that Karen was gone. So I went over to Miss Fitzgerald's house and asked if I could play with Karen.
So gestörte Kind, Alter.
Her mom just stood there, you know, in the doorway, and cried and cried. And I just stood there, wondering how long it would take for her to stop. But she didn't. So I went inside and watched TV, 'cause they've got color, 'cause Edna has money, 'cause she runs the diner and all. And I sensed she was feeling vulnerable. So I asked her to fix me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And she did. Then I went into Karen's bedroom and looked around for stuff I could take, while Edna was in the bathroom with the water running. But all that there was girl stuff. So I came home. But it was fun while it lasted.
Ja, auch ein dezent gestörtes Kind.
I'm evil? You don't know what evil is. Mom says the blood drive is coming, Steve. You'll like that. It's for a good cause. And only bad people don't give.
Alles klar.
Good. Finally.
Wie schaut das komisch aus? Ich weiß nicht.
Hello, dear. Stop speaking nonsense, dear. Stop speaking nonsense, dear. Don't forget to put the papers out.
Interessant. Das sieht irgendwie komisch aus, ich weiß nicht. Tatsächlich. Okay. Jetzt kann ich das eigentlich wegschrauben. Okay. Bist du deppert? What the fuck? Okay. Die sind ein bisschen pervers, glaube ich, die Eltern. Exotik. Yep.
No! Leave that there! If any of it turns up missing.
Marv, what's going on in there?
Go! Go!
Da stehen Dildos und Sexpuppen und Igitt.
No! Go!
Okay. Rosipan.
Steve, is that you? Come to see your poor old dad?
Are you my father? Really? I don't remember you.
Please. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
I'm serious. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Just don't make me laugh now. Remember the stitches.
My God. What has she done to you?
She doesn't know you're here, does she? Does she?
No, I had to break in. What the hell is going on in here?
I know it's a mystery to you. The sacred things that husbands and wives do behind closed doors. Maybe we should have that special father-son talk.
Ja, nein, ich glaube, ich will lieber nicht heiraten da in Harvest.
Married.
Ja, reden wir mal. Das ist so Vater-Sohn.
Then listen. I can't talk very loud. It's the tracheotomy. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they go into a room alone and shut the door and bolt it with at least 3 locks and prop a chair under the doorknob so no one can get in or out.
Okay.
Then they take off their clothes and get out a wide variety of scalpels. Some curved, some short.
Aha.
All of them sharp.
Dann.
And then the man climbs on the woman. And then they... With the barbed wire, they...
That's all right. Don't get worked up. You need your rest.
Yes. Rest. But why did you come? You must have had a reason for risking it.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. Take it to him, and you won't have any problem. Now go, son. Go quickly, before she comes back.
Okay. Dankeschön. Wiedersehen. Gut, jetzt kann ich mir Fleisch holen. Dann können wir ihm die Erlaubnis geben.
So, your father okayed the meat, huh? How's he doing?
Ja, den geht's natürlich ganz gut.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. You run along now. A new shipment of animals has come in, and it's time to start cutting.
Okay. Das könnte ich sogar Nightfall Design von Harvest. Also ich brauche das Fleisch wahrscheinlich für den Hund, nehme ich an. glaube, ich würde den Tag noch fertig machen und dann würde ich, glaube ich, Schluss machen. Für heute. Mal Fire Station müsste ich. Wo war die da? Sind wir da? Da ist alles zu. Okay, und da müsste ich den. Was? Das ist einfach noch immer da, was?
Jeez, what are you doing here?
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
You just hang out here? All the time?
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, it won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Have you gotten your lodge application in yet?
Ja.
Good. You may survive yet. I guess you're here to steal the bolt. Not at all. That's not my job. However, since I am an object d'art, and since art should be interpreted, I'll give you a clue as to where the bolt is located. Darkness gives as darkness gets, but light invoked is light shed.
All right.
Okay. Was ist denn jetzt? Aha. Okay, dann kurz meine USB-Geräte alle finster. Interessant. Habe ich jetzt... Okay. Note. Was steht da? You are creepy, glaube ich, oder? Piece of Clove habe ich jetzt, oder? Mouth Clove. Das ist schon unter der Decke. Na dann. So, haben wir noch nächste Aufgabe. Ich brauche heute Abend Mittwoch, das geht ja irgendwie ganz gut. Da habe ich glaube ich noch, ich glaube ich habe doch die Zeitung von gestern, oder ja.
There now, see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the...
Aha. Geht's mit dem Vater? Kann ich ihn nochmal besuchen gehen, oder?
What? Oh, Chusan.
Okay. Ja, schaut's aus in dem Zimmer. Scheiß mich an. Also zur Lodge muss ich ja plötzlich.
Exquisite cloth. Its loss should trigger quite a bit of dissension amongst our gallant firefighters. Still, that is not your concern. Your next assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli and abscond with his prized barber's pole.
Okay.
Lack of respect for authority. A fine trait for a member of the Order. Yes, I approve, Stephen. I hope you succeed in your task. Break into the shop, steal the barber's pole, and bring it back to me. At that point, I shall give you your final task.
Alles klar. So, ich glaube 3 Tage habe ich jetzt geschafft. So, sicherheitshalber Tag 4. Dass ich nicht vergesse, Barbershop. Einbruch. So. Sicherheitshalber, dass ich weiß wieder, was zu tun ist fürs nächste Mal. So, da. Gesagt, sorry, dass er heute nicht ganz so lang war, der Stream. Ich bin noch ein bisschen, ich habe heute, wie gesagt, am Nachmittag meine Kopftabletten eingebaut, also ich bin noch nicht ganz so fit. Aber ich hoffe, morgen geht es ein bisschen länger. Schauen wir mal. Und gesagt, ansonsten will ich wahrscheinlich am Mittwoch sogar da weitermachen, weil da kann man es vielleicht durchspielen. Schauen wir mal. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange es noch geht, aber ich glaube, ich bin eigentlich relativ bei der. Ist ja schon ewig her, dass ich das gespielt habe, aber an Kleinigkeiten kann ich mich schon manchmal noch erinnern. Aber ich glaube, irgendwie kommt dann immer, ich glaube 2 oder 3 oder 4 Tage, ich glaube eine Woche war man in der Stadt unterwegs und dann kommt man irgendwie in die Lodge und da waren auch mal 3 oder 4 Kapitel, die glaube ich dann schon wohl schwieriger waren. Oh, schau mal. Macht auf jeden Fall Spaß, das Spiel. Es ist halt eine sehr strange Angelegenheit, das Ganze. Ist halt eine sehr, sehr strange Angelegenheit. Na gut. Dann wünsche ich dir noch eine wunderschöne gute Nacht, Big Apple. Eventuell dann bis morgen, wenn du Lust hast. Ich wünsche euch eine wunderschöne gute Nacht. Schau noch schön WoW. Und danke fürs Vorbeischauen. Ja, da kommen ja noch viel schrägere Sachen. Da kommen noch viel schrägere Sachen. Ich wünsche euch eine schöne gute Nacht. Danke fürs Vorbeischauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.